Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the stream. And thanks for joining us. This is going to be a little bit different, a little bit of Airbus today. This is the new JarDesign, and I'm dying to see how it flies now with the new fly-by-wire system. And you guys are going to find out with us. So I haven't flown this thing again in months, so pardon any mistakes I make. I'm not an Airbus pilot, but I do love the model, so I'll give it a best shot. And welcome to everybody on stream. Olaf, Hakan, Albapino, Giuliano, good morning Giuliano, Kevin, Mr. Casey, Paul, Reggie, Torsten, Uncle John, Plain Guy, good morning.
And Linda.
No, Sandy.
Sandy, sorry. And Sandy with us. And where are we flying for, Nico?
We are flying for EasyJet, well I am, and then I'm going to be flying from Luton to Schiphol, just a short flight, just to get the look and
Say
feel.
again,
And
sir.
huh?
Say again, where to fly?
Schiphol
Schiphol.
in Amsterdam. Schiphol.
Amsterdam.
Yes.
Okay, sir.
Morning, Mr. Zambo. Morning, George. And good morning, Mr. Zambo and Gaster Dude. Sorry, let me get that out of the way there. Good morning, guys. So, we can only but try, right? So we're gonna try. Guys, we've been having a lot of fun on stream here, on Discord this morning. So I hope some of it comes over. You guys mustn't be completely quiet. Just don't, be foolish, but just don't be completely quiet, because it was quite fun this morning.
Yes. We are making fun each other.
Yeah. Right, so I have started my client, gentlemen. India Virtual, good morning, good morning. I'm glad you are here, Abhishek. I left a message for you on your one stream. I don't know if you saw it. I didn't know you were flying on POSCON, and I was looking for some tutorials on POSCON the other night. I actually found one of your streams there, which gave me a little bit more insight, but it's still confusing to me. I still need to learn quite a bit. So anyway, gentlemen, for those of you that are not familiar with the JarDesign Airbus, I'm just going to point out a couple of things for the people. This is Sandy. All right, he already said good morning to me, so he's not going to say, good morning again. But anyway, he's there. We're going to use some of him, and some of him we're just not going to use. Because this is a JarDesign product, your ground handling, works automatically, so we don't have to worry about the doors and everything. I really like this model. Visually, it doesn't look like some of the other models, but this thing has got much more bells and whistles than any other Airbus that's currently available for X-Plane, and it's always had. I forgot to disable Gizmo, so this little tool over here is not going to work today. I'm going to try, but apparently Gizmo is the problem why this thing doesn't operate correctly. But this is a nice tool to have to give you your METARs and things, while you are flying. And like I said, unfortunately Gizmo is still installed, so we'll skip that. Okay, let's start from one point. We've got the GPU on. I'm just going to run through the basics. We can switch the reflections on and off. We'll keep them off. I'm just going to get some light on the subject. And please don't throw me with rotten tomatoes and things. I'm not a bus driver. If I do something out of sequence, it's ignorance, just plain and simple. I don't know any better, so you're welcome. Please don't feel shy to help me, correct me. But don't throw me with tomatoes. That's all I ask of you, please. So I'm just going to switch on a few things. Then I'm going to rely on Sandy to do our preliminary set up in the cockpit. I'll attend to the fuel.
Don't expect too much from him.
Yeah, I suppose. I don't know. I haven't used him in a while, man. I need to figure out how he works again. I can't remember who's got what role and what he needs to do and what I need to do and things like that. I'll just start the IRS if we obviously need to put or remove a little bit of fuel there. We'll check now. We'll run through the whole story. Hello, Captain Gio, and hello, Captain Rick. So I'm really just trying to find my feet here, but let's go to the basics. Let's start with the beginning. I'll show you the STKP as usual. Right, so according to this, we need a payload of 16.7. We'll look at the load balancing and things just now. And we need 5.8 tons of fuel. Now, in this model, Plain guy, I mean, I'm not sure how to start it. The only thing, let me be honest with you, the only thing I did was I started the GPU, and you've watched me do the ADIRSs and also the lights. I haven't done anything else. So we're going to literally, you see, even the batteries are not on yet. It's just those two things basically that has happened, you know. Anyway, coming back to what I was saying, in this model of the Airbus, there's two ways of putting fuel in there. You can do it via the overhead, so let's just move up there, or you can switch it off and go back to the little widget. So let's try see if we can do this one. So if we go, we need 5.8, so we're going to have to remove a little bit of fuel there, and then we're going to click the button. Alright, so effectively what should happen, by my understanding, is the fuel truck arrived and he's now actually removing fuel for us. So we'll keep an eye on that. Actually, I'm not sure how fast he's going to do it. So we'll keep an eye on it. Otherwise, we're going to have to revert back to the widget. So we'll check that. Then, to get the packs and the cargo loaded, we've got this widget. Now, according to the plan, we should have 131 passengers loaded.
Ladies and gentlemen, today each question is $5 and we require some like at least 15, because this is Sunday. We are here for you during Sunday.
Thank
Go
you,
ahead,
Hakan.
sir.
Yeah, thank you, Hakan. Alright, I just need to get the loading done now. So we need 16.7 on the payload. Alright, so I'm going to try and do it this way. So we have our trim at 0. That's 132 packs. Who cares for the one extra? We've got the correct loading, so we're okay. And we can put this one away. Alright, let's just put you away first then. Okay, so I'm not going to do something I don't understand, and if I don't, I'm going to ask, or if I do something and then I don't understand it, I'll ask you guys to help me out with that. So I think, logically speaking, we should get Sandy to start the process here. Commands, procedures.
Preliminary cockpit preparation procedure. Engine master 1 switch, off. Engine master 2 switch, off.
Because he
Engine
makes
start selector,
Airbus.
normal.
He's pushing
Landing
buttons
gear
on
lever
me.
check, down position.
Yes.
Even he doesn't do that.
Yeah.
Sandy do
Both
everything.
wiper selectors,
Yeah.
off.
Okay.
Battery 1 and 2, auto.
According to my theory, Mr. Uncle Nico
External
getting
power,
lazy.
on. New rate set to 55. APU fire test. Start on. Navigation lights, on. Flaps, check position. Speed brake lever check retracted and disarmed.
Morning.
Morning, morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning.
Park brake handle, check.
Mr. Orban,
Please press left and right brake pedal. Brake pressure, check. The AccuPress indication must be in the green band.
Right, so the one thing that I did notice is when we do this brake test and
AccuPress
I
indicator, check.
push the pedals, I lose my ground handling,
Probe
so I just
window
want to
heat,
call them again.
check auto. APU bleed, on. X bleed selector, auto. Cockpit temperature, check. Oxygen, check pressure.
Taxi.
Reservoir fluid level, check within normal range.
Enjoy.
Engine oil quantity, check normal. Emergency equipment, check. Gear pins and covers removed. Preliminary cockpit preparation procedure completed.
Okay, yeah, I'm about 15 minutes behind you now, so for the rest of the guys, don't rush too much. Right, looks like he's done, so that's the preliminary preparation. Let's see what the next one is. Because I do not have the same control over this guy than I have on the Zebo side with Lisa, I'm a bit hesitant to run the checklist because I can't see what he expects me to say. And the last thing I want is for him to get stuck now again, you know, and
Cockpit
then not be able
preparation
to push
procedure.
him forward.
All ADIR selectors, matte. Remaining exterior lights, set.
Right, I suppose I can start with
Seatbelt signs, on.
no
No smoking selector,
do a little
on.
bit, right? So let's go for
Emergency exit lights,
initialization.
armed.
So we're going to fly EGGW.
Landing elevation knob, auto. Pack flow selector, normal. Battery 1, battery 2, off. Battery 1, battery 2, on.
$51 for such a small aircraft.
And my friend, that is what some brief gave me.
Fuel mode selector, check auto.
I have no idea what would be appropriate or not. Somebody will have
Engine
to
1
teach
fire
me.
test. Engine 2 fire test.
hello Jordan.
What, did you wake up for that? Where's Jordan? Where? I don't see him. Oh, there he is.
Anti-skid and nose wheel steering, on.
Okay, go sleep, Jordan. We'll see you later.
No, without you we
Hint
cannot
knob,
go,
check.
Jordan. Please stay here. Please stay.
VHF, check.
Shame.
HF,
Come
check.
to channel and scream at home.
Cockpit door,
His wife will
closed.
fire him. Don't do that.
Without you, it is
Weather radar
impossible
power
to fly
supply,
to
check off.
Schiphol.
Schiphol. Schiphol. Schiphol.
Mode selector,
Something like
WXT. Thrust levers, idle. Engine master 1 switches, off. Engine master 2 switches, off. Engine start selector, normal. Park brake handle, check.
Even Dutch cannot pronounce that airport's name. It is
TCAS,
interesting.
standby.
Southern Dutch people.
Alt
The northern guys are
RPTV,
clever.
on. TCAS traffic selector, above. Barometric reference, set and check.
I'm behind
Flight
you, Nico.
director,
What separation do you want?
3 minutes. Sugol. Why don't I see Sugol transition? It doesn't seem as if we can get a transition yet. Okay, no transition. That's going to be interesting because how's it
EFT
going to
check.
fly this approach then?
ND check.
It'll probably
Cockpit
add
preparation
that
procedure complete.
automatically.
I hope so.
Sugol, did you see it said that there? Via Sugol.
Yeah, I see Sugol. Well, he's probably done with this side of things now, so.
You lining up?
Yeah, it looks like it, Torsten. If you look at the graphic, it's definitely,
I'm
it's
lining up.
added it.
Yeah, sorry, I'm lining up.
Interesting indeed. That's not what I wanted. Yeah, plane guy, I understand. It's not as if I'm unfamiliar with it, but I am. You know, it's just been a long time since I've used it. So it's like the bike riding thing. You know, for instance, now to set the flaps. Let's just quickly see. I know it should be flaps 2 and down 0.1. So let's quickly have a look. I see that changed slightly. So we go back there. That should be now to get the format right. 2 and then 0.1 down. There we go. Right, that's set. Okay, I have no idea what the flex temperature should be. What is a good flex temperature? Good morning, Airbus A350. You come as if you are sent. Give me a good flex temperature. I don't want to go and fill in that website to go get a flex temperature. Would 50 be okay or 60?
40.
40. Okay. I don't know what it means. So I'm just going on what you said.
There you go, Reggie.
3 minutes, I think Nico wanted a little bit longer. Where I can't see you, Kevin.
I'm right behind you, and it's Giuliano that's in front of you. Nico's still on the gate.
Yeah, no, I'm still way out.
I just saw Nico take off.
No. Then it's a ghost name.
It's
Then
your
it's a
FS
ghost.
Cloud.
Yeah, just restart your FS Cloud.
Well, I'll wait. I've lined up. I'll just wait for you.
Alright, okay, so I think I'm done with the McDo. Let's go and check all these other nice things. Right, 1016. 016, we want to be 23,000.
But Nico, you don't have to use a flex temperature.
I wouldn't know any better, Torsten. That's why I'm asking.
If you don't, then you'll have toga thrust when you take off.
Right, okay. I'll have to experiment again and go watch a few videos, you know. Ooh, this thing is working. This thing is working. Awesome. Alright, so that helps. Update. Click the wrong button. No, that's what we want. EGGW. 13, gusting 25. Lekker. Alright, well, I've got 3 minutes left before we can go. I, again, just want to see what this guy wants to do. Okay, cockpit preparation. Did we do cockpit preparation? I think we did.
Before start procedure. FMS takeoff data. Cross-check. Doors.
I have an
Doors
aircraft
are not
behind me,
closed.
so it looks like they're taxiing forward. I'm going to go.
Yeah, that's me. I'm getting fed up waiting for you to go.
You said you're still on the stand.
And now I said Nico was still on the stand.
I understand.
Well, I tell you what, I've been dying to get this update for months now. Thank you, my Scott. My daughter just brought me a chocolate. How's that? Okay. I've been dying for months to fly this new fly-by-wire system. Apparently, according to the other guys, it's really been improved quite a bit. So if this really works, we'll fly this aircraft quite a bit more. We'll see. Alright, so now we have to just do that procedure again once all these doors are locked. So we can get the all clear from this guy. So
Before start procedure. FMS takeoff data. Cross-check. Doors. Close. Beacon lights. Set on. Thrust levers, idle. The
A
AccuPress
little bit
indication
turbulent
is in
on
the green
takeoff.
band. Before start procedure completed.
Ground to cockpit. Please show me where you want to go.
oh no, that's FS Cloud that does
Ground to
that.
cockpit.
Airbus
Tow is driving
A350.
up.
FS Cloud has got an issue with elevation, if I understand you correctly. So let's quickly put away the trays. Where do we click on this one? No, man. How can I not find the place to click? Ah, here we go. My footrests up as well. Right, what's his next procedure? Procedure. Engine start procedure. Okay.
Yeah, I'm rolling.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect.
I'll make sure I get off the runway.
You can go, Reggie. Go. Wait 3 minutes and go. You know, let him
Yeah,
just get
no,
the separation.
I'm away. It's really weird. FS Cloud was really weird. It's like it's seeing into the future. It was you in front of me marked up.
Tow connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake. Starting pushback, and you may start engines.
Engine start procedure. Ignition start. Starting engine 2. Starting engine 1.
Yeah, I know. I'm very well familiar with it. If you look at the new generation NGs and Max Boeing aircraft, they all come with a similar system now. If you own the PMDG NGX, you can actually have it as an option. You can go and install it already, and then you must just make sure to put the auto ignition on. Otherwise, it is just gonna not work. So all the new ones come out with the option.
Sorry, gentlemen, I got an emergency, so I will leave the.
Operation complete.
Okay,
Set
Albapino,
parking
stay well.
brakes.
Engine start procedure completed.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
No wine left. This is the emergency.
No cheese.
No cheese.
But I'm not sure what Sandy said. You see, now with Linda, I've got the option to see what he said or she said. Select voice commands.
Mr. Irwin is here with us.
I heard him earlier. That's
I
a
hope
procedure.
he can
Anyway.
pronounce the
After engine
airport's
start
name.
procedure.
Yeah, wait a minute, Dokken.
Engine start
You're
selected.
gonna set auto brakes to maximum.
Normal.
I'm not sure if I have to do it or Sandy needs to do it, so I'll
ADU green.
let Sandy do what
Tow is disconnected and bypass
he
he
bin
does,
has
and
been
then whatever
removed.
he doesn't do,
Hand
I'll go
signal
catch
on the right.
on the
ADU.
We'll
end.
see you next time and have a safe
He's
flight.
going
Set
to
off.
do everything, sir.
I'm not sure.
Ground spoilers. Spoilers armed. Rudder trim. 0. Flaps. Config 2. Pitch trim.
Killer, you're gonna have to get with the program, sir. There's no
Offline.
ways we're gonna play FS 2020, especially not on a stream. Maybe
Check arm.
offline and behind the scenes, but it's
Status
not gonna
reminder.
happen. So if you want to play X-Plane with us, you're welcome to fly with us for sure. But
After
FS
engine start
2020,
procedure completed.
not in a long time or so. We still talking about it. Yeah, no sir, not it. Right, I think that is done. What we're gonna do is then go click max. Oh yeah, the refueling is still on. We can switch that off then. We don't need that. Okay, we can leave that. What else do we need to do? I don't think there's anything left to do. I think we just need to taxi and get going, I suppose. Let's see. Procedures. I don't know why there's two of these ones. I have no idea. Let's go for taxi.
Taxi procedure. Flight control. We need to do the flight control procedure.
Well, I'm doing that, so I'm gonna skip that then. Let's skip that. We don't care. Everything is set. Let's see, taxi lights.
Does everybody knows what the active runway is on Schiphol?
That's 36 center.
Active runway on Schiphol is 06 at this moment.
Not according to the winds. According to the winds, it's 36 center. That's what we all prepared for anyway. Where do you get 06?
Real info, Schiphol.
Yeah, that doesn't help us in the sim because the wind is against that. Remember, we use active sky to
36.
yeah. We use the weather in the sim and the active sky to determine all that for us. Wow, this thing is sensitive in the taxi. Oh my goodness. Let's see if I can taxi this with the rudder pedals instead of the tiller, because this tiller is really sensitive. Let's see if we can do that. Yeah, It's also limited in the range that you can use on your pedals. I hope not. I hope not. We'll just taxi slowly and try and cope with the abruptness. I'll have to figure out how to get the tiller not to be so sensitive, or I'm gonna have to remove the taxi off the tiller and just put it back onto the rudder pedals. I see I can use rudders fairly well when I've got the straight line in front of me, you know, with a bit of a turn, but those 90-degree turns are a bit much for the pedals. Okay, who else is left on the ground, or did everybody take off now?
I'm still on the ground, but I was a bit late.
Oh yeah, no worries, no worries. Plane guide's not supposed to be. There's like an oversensitivity on the tiller, and I don't understand why it's there. I'll have to investigate. It's not supposed to be this hard. I'm literally moving this tiller a millimeter at a time, you know, and it's translating into very abrupt big turns. There must be somewhere, I agree. Even if we have to set up a curve or something. Let's just quickly stop before we get on the runway. I mean, there's nobody chasing us. We can quickly have a look-see, because wow, this is sensitive.
But I have the same problem with this aircraft, no matter how I set the curves.
Really?
Yeah.
Let's quickly clear that rudder response curve. Let's try see if that would be the first option. Right, so let's just see what's the next procedure. Should be a runway entry procedure or something before takeoff procedure.
Before
Let's do
takeoff
that.
procedure. Brake fans. Off. TCAS mode selector. TARA. Transponder. On. Exterior lights. Set on. Cabin crew, advise. Sliding table. Stow. Before takeoff procedure completed.
As we go.
Approaching 2-5.
I have thrustmaster rudder pedals. I have a throttle quadrant. The tiller is on the throttle quadrant, and then I've got the honeycomb yoke.
On runway 07800 feet remaining. remaining. On runway 25.
The brake free thrust seems a bit much to get going, but we are against an incline, so I have to take that into consideration as well. Okay, let's just quickly park off here. Yes, Anthony. Flight is in the roster. Alright, there we go. There's the big air dryers now.
You had shake camera on there, right, in the settings?
I didn't change it, so if it is on by default, yes, it will still be on. Why?
Because you already have, what's that, XP realistic?
Of course, let's switch it off. You are so nice to tell me about that. Thank you, sir. Right, well, here goes nothing, gentlemen. Let's see.
On runway 25. On runway 25.
Thanks for the subscription,
Russ said.
Ibas.
During takeoff.
100 knots.
I'll have a
Yeah,
look
you
just
don't-
now. Yeah, my
not using
BSS.
BSS,
Yeah, I
Rotate.
am using BSS, but we've got the other engines now, so I need to probably switch the engines back to the
Positive climb.
CFM ones to get the sounds. Oh my soul.
Terrain. Oh, up.
Alright, you guys will never believe what I'm gonna tell you now. Gear up. I took off from the wrong runway. I'm flying the opposite direction because I'm concentrating so much on all the other really unimportant things that was important at the time.
Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink.
Where are we going, Nico?
Exterior nose lights off.
Don't ask me
Runway turn
questions
off,
like
lights
that.
off.
I'm going the wrong
Spoilers
direction
disarm.
because I didn't concentrate on that. I was concentrating on the rudder and all kinds of other stories. See, now I have to turn around. I think I killed the engine sounds now by changing those engines, guys. Sorry about that. It's going to be a bit funny, but it is what it is. That is now actually sad. That's silly.
I thought that setting only changes the mesh.
I thought so too. But I definitely had the sound, and then when the guy on the Yogesh pointed it out, sorry Yogesh, when he pointed it out, I realized, but hang on, it's gone. I also don't understand why. Okay, don't worry, it's just me. I have to use the proper flap setting. I don't hear
Transition
any
altitude.
alarms. What alarms are you guys talking about? The only alarm I heard was when I switched the autopilot off and I started flying this thing by hand. That's the only thing I heard. You see that BSS sound pack just crashed out. It's not here anymore. Ooh. Because I was sinking. I mean, it was because I wasn't flying it properly. I was going the wrong way, so I ended up having to not fly with autopilot. There was no automation. I had to turn around, fly this thing myself to get back on track. So you can understand that in that whole process, at one point in time, I did sink a little bit. This is amazing. Why would BSS just crash out like that? It was sounding so good.
Well, I didn't hear the engine start up or anything, actually.
I heard a lot of sounds on my side. And that's interesting. That's interesting. I'll have to go back because now I'm confused. Of course, plane guy, that's also part of it. I'm not new to it. I'm just not fresh on it, you know. I haven't ridden this bike in a long time. See, there's nothing in my sound, Torsten. Nothing. It's not here. It's like it's off.
Well, usually when you go to that volume thing and it shows empty, then BSS is not installed.
Yeah, no, I definitely installed it. Definitely. Okay, here's a silly question for you. Okay. Did they update it for this new version? Maybe there's a version conflict. Maybe I need to get an updated BSS sound pack. I don't know. Let me quickly go to the org store. Let me see what's in there, and maybe I should update it.
Seatbelts off.
My account. Ah, there is an update that I don't have. Okay, there we go. It's busy downloading. There we go. I'll have it fixed with the next stream. Sounds eerie without sound. Weird, man.
Yeah, it's strange, isn't it, Nico?
Sure.
I'm in a Boeing without sound.
Yeah, I like the engine sound. It gives you an idea of what's going on, I suppose.
Oh, of course.
I hear the checklist, but I don't hear the sound of the motors.
Very strange.
But in the Zippo, I can save and restart.
Yeah.
That's what I'm going to do.
Well, I can tell you there's one person that really appreciates the silence, and that's my wife.
Yeah.
Started descent.
Okay. I think I might have missed mine. Been doing other things, so I better blooming check.
Terrain on ND off.
Sandy doesn't like it, Manuel. Anyway, there's the radar on. This thing has got weather radar, everything. It was the first Airbus and explained to have a weather radar. Quickly see.
Pleased you said that, Kevin. I caught mine just in time, really. I've had to do other things while this has been going on. It's just catching up now. It's caught up.
Can't really remember how it works. Let's see if we pull it this way. That's on auto. I don't know. It should work like that. Yeah, there it is. It's actually on. It says there your tilt that's on. But there is no weather to report, so it's irrelevant. And then we can just switch on terrain radar if we want. You're welcome. Yeah, welcome from Spain. I'm broadcasting from South Africa, so we've got a whole bunch of different guys from different countries here, all the way from the east to the west, north and south.
Gas traffic selector, set all.
Hey, Steven. Glad you made it. See, you fixed your YouTube. Okay, my wife just called to go fetch something downstairs. I see there's 12 minutes before top of descent. I'll be back in a minute.
The weather doesn't look too good down there.
I'm back, guys. Okay, so in my ignorance, what I perceive is I need to set my descent altitude again. So we look at the Navigraph thing. Oh, goodness, sign in again. It was fixed 2-3 versions ago, now it's just doing the same old, same old. Right, so we need to go to 4,000, then we need to come down to 2,000, so we might as well. Well, that's a different one. We need to be at 7,000 at the VOR, then 2,000 over there. So 2,000. There's 7,000 SPL. Yeah, that's the one. Then we go down, down, down. There's 2,000. In our runway. And the gust seems to have died down, so it's 360 at 16. Decision height will be 100's fine. No, 200, 200, 200, 200. Looking at the wrong place. 200. I don't think I need to do anything here. If you see I missed something, please tell me, but I think we're done with this now. Then I must just remember to press the button when we want to go down, otherwise she will not descend. Plane guy, no, I've never ditched an aircraft in a stream. Never had to. I've had some emergencies that I had to deal with, and we had a lot of fun dealing with flaps that were broken and engines that failed and things like that. So we took it in our stride and we literally just flew it out. Get the aircraft, on the ground and save it. But I have had two crashes, like I said yesterday. Where icing got me because I was eating ice cream and I was not paying attention to the atmospheric conditions, and it was dark, it was night, and the next moment the Zibo just fell out the sky because of ice that I've had, and so on. But no, I don't like ditching things. I will normally not rage quit on stream as well. If I'm sitting here and I get upset, I'll walk away for a while and come back. But I've never ditched.
Am I hearing Giuliano's engine sounds? Yeah.
Uncle Torsten, I'll fix it when I land. I'll quickly fix it and check it and see if it works. I did download the latest version of the BSS. I just need to save that fix file that we need to put in there to keep that click 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 from happening, because apparently BSS disregarded the problem and just released a new fix. That much I've read now, so don't know why we didn't fix it.
Well, somebody on the forums claims that it isn't BSS's fault.
Seatbelts
It's
on.
because
TCOS selector below.
the altitude knob or heading knob, it rotates when you turn.
I hear you, but JarDesign also says it's not their fault, and you clearly fix it by editing the BSS CFG. So I don't know. I'm not going to get involved with that fight. I'll just run the fix and fix it myself. Easier to do that.
Yeah.
That to me, Torsten, is just plain childish and petty. Somebody, don't care who it is, must just take responsibility for it and fix it. Let me give you a sample example. When me and Zibo worked together on Linda in the Zibo mod, I identified a few things that he needed to change to make Linda work better in the Zibo mod. And we hit a brick wall. There was one setting that was a laminar setting. Zibo didn't turn around and said to me, hey, you know what, they need to fix it. He said to me, give me 5 minutes. He sent me a fix. There you go. He just fixed it. And in my mind, that is how easy it is. I mean, I don't care who's responsible. Somebody just needs to fix it, in my mind. Plane guy will be landing probably in about 20 minutes.
Thunder and lightning on the approach. Oh, it's bumpy.
Landing lights on. ILS indication on.
Plane guy, it is ILS, but it's not an auto land. I will still land it manually. That is part of the thing I want to see for myself. I'm not testing this on behalf of anybody except myself. The previous model had a problem with the flare in the landing. I want to see how it looks now and what it feels like. And if that is fixed, my friend, we'll fly this aircraft plenty more times. Nice wind we have there. Really, really strong. 18, 19 knots. And there's the bumpiness starting for me as well. Gents, are you on the ground already?
Just vacating the runway.
Okay. There is our airport. Uncle John?
Yes, sir.
Did you fly with?
I'm tidying up these orthos, Nico.
Okay.
I'm very successful. Whilst I've got you on, it might be prudent to remind the guys as the latest update for Zebo.
Yeah. Well, for those of you that don't know, there is a new update, .5 for the Zebo mod, so there you go.
Approach phase activate. Ready for approach checklist.
No, we shall not do that.
Yeah. Okay. Normally you have to have the gear down before you can select that.
I don't know. I
Well,
just took
maybe
a
they
chance.
fixed it in this version though.
But I don't know. Torsten, the last time I flew this was that one morning when we left this very same airport to fly to Gatwick or somewhere. I can't even remember where we flew to, you and me and one or two other guys. It was the last morning that I flew this aircraft. That's like almost a freaking year ago, it feels. I don't know how many months ago that was, but that was the last time I attempted to fly this aircraft. The only other Airbus I flew in between was the one evening when we flew from or into Innsbruck and then out of Innsbruck, and that was with this one was I was flying into it. Wasn't that the same flight? I think that was the same flight that I'm referring to. And then the last flight was the A319 from Tolles that we flew. Well, I flew back to Heathrow, and that's really a long time ago. Hey Sentinel, good morning. This lack of sound is messing the senses up. Yeah, I really feel uncomfortable not having sound.
Transition level.
Right, I'm down and parked. I have to go, I'm afraid. So I'll catch up later.
Enjoy.
Thanks.
Bye bye.
Thanks for the company.
See you later.
Bye, Reggie.
See you later. Bye bye.
$2,500.
Well, the moment of truth is almost upon us. Landing gear is going down.
Exterior lights on.
Because Is of XP realistic?
Yes, there's the answer, Stephen. Right, let me get my feet on these rudders. Get ready. That's Torsten.
I'm the co-pilot.
1,000.
No, 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 Linda, it doesn't sound like that, man. I wish Sandy sounded more like that. I see in the manual that there are other voices that you can use, but I don't know where to get them. I haven't done the investigation yet. Blind guy, I'm not sure. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm sitting here contemplating what the heck I need to do now.
500.
And look at the wind, it's really messing us. 18 knots, at least it's straight from the front, but it's still, you know, shaking us a little bit.
$300. Minimum.
Minimum.
$100. 50, 40, 30, 20, retard, retard.
Ground spoilers. Diesel.
Retard.
For some reason, my mapping to my controllers doing the reverse thrust is not working. Not sure why. Alright, go check it. Dankie, Olaf. That wasn't too bad, eh? Okay, my honest opinion, guys, still not fixed.
So it's still twitchy then on the final.
Very, very twitchy. Very twitchy. It's like when you go into ground effect, you've really got to grab onto it and you got to hold for dear life. Which is okay when you have a honeycomb yoke. But if I take my side-tech yoke right now, thanks, blind guy. If I take my side-tech yoke right now, I'm not sure I'm going to be able to control it this way because it just doesn't have the sensitivity. So I think what I'll do is I'll send off an email to the boys and just ask them for clarity on this, because look, we had an 18 knot wind that was bouncing me, so we have to take that into account. But the moment I went into where I would expect ground effect, it's like I still lost my lift, and that is not how it's supposed to be. You don't lose lift because of ground effect. If anything, it will add it, you know, it's a cushion that you ride upon. So it's kind of weird.
Approaching 09.
I think what I'll do, Torsten, is I'll fly it 2 or 3 more times, you know, just to get an average, you know, feel for it. But I mean, if you compare it to the flight factor that flies on the rails, and you compare it to the dollars that you have more control over, this definitely needs more control on that last 30 feet. Thanks, plane guy. Good morning, Bjorn. This plane has been issued last week with a new fly-by-wire system. I tell you what, it flies like a dream when you fly it by hand. It really, really flies well. It does everything it's supposed to do, but I'm concerned about that ground effect last 30 feet, basically. Just before touchdown, it's twitchy. By the way, I have no idea where I'm going to. I'm literally taxiing without even thinking about it. Let me quickly go look at the airport diagram. Oh my, so no. We're going to the middle of absolutely nowhere.
You're doing fine, Nico. Just a little bit further on, you go to the left.
I see, yeah, I see there's a queue or something. I just need to zoom in. I did spot it just now. Quebec taxiway. Because I imagined that we would be able to taxi around the airport, right? Thanks for your help.
I don't know if it's in that scenery, but EasyJet normally goes to gate Golf on Schiphol.
Oh my goodness, that's like at my 7 o'clock. So I'll have to travel right around the airport to get back there. It's definitely here. It is here, but it's like at my 7 o'clock. I think what we'll do is we'll tackle one of the other gates and we'll ask a bus. You know, we'll call a bus. Take them where they need to go. I didn't know that. Thank you. I think this wind is also messing with my taxiing because 18 knots is 18 knots.
In a way, you guys are lucky that you have runway 36 center. When you go to 36 left or 18 right, it's about 20 or 25 minutes taxi.
Yes, correct, correct. You taxi longer than you fly. Plane guy, it's my first landing in many months. But I've owned this aircraft since Explain 10. So it's not the first time I've landed the actual aircraft. In this model, version 3.6 RC1, yes, it's my first landing in this particular plane, particular model. But in terms of the JarDesign A320, I've had it for a long time. I just don't fly it. The fact of the matter is I'm too busy with the Zibo project, so I don't fly much of anything else. Anyway, this is awesome scenery, gents. If you follow the link in the description below the video and you have the Aerosoft Payware as base and the mods that's been made on this airport, this is outstanding scenery. I'm just going to park here. I'm not going to drive further. We'll call the bus. Welcome to Amsterdam, guys. Enjoy your stay. Please do not poke holes in the dikes. That will not be beneficial to anybody. And when you come back, we'll see each other again and we'll fly you somewhere else. So enjoy your holiday. That's about it. Maybe I don't know if this thing can actually do a replay. I know that one point in time, many months ago, there was a problem with playback. So let's have a look, see if we can actually do a playback.
$500. 400.
Capitan, it's better than it was, definitely, but I'm still not entirely happy with the last 30 feet when you need to flare. But I said to the guys here that I'll fly it 2 or 3 more times and then I'll direct my query to the developers, and ask them about it, because I was under the impression that
50,
that was exactly one of the
40,
reasons they had to
30,
change the fly-by-wire
20.
system and actually fix it. You see, I mean, it really it looks better from the outside, but while you have to control it and fly it, it's really twitchy. If you don't mind, Capitan, go fly it and let me know your impression as well. Just between you and me. Let's just see what it does. How you feel about it.
50, 40,
Thank you,
30,
Stephen.
20.
I can live with it. I can live with it. Okay, so I forgot I flew this for the VA. I need to actually log the flights. I need to switch the engines off. There we go. It is now off. So I need to file it for the guys. So finish, file the buy rep. Hope they don't have an issue with the replay. I clean forgot about that. Yeah. Well, it was smoother than I thought as well. Man, at one point in time, this thing literally, was like a rodeo horse when you had to land it. But it's much better. Much better. So guys, thank you for watching. The plan is to do a bit of a GA flight later. I need to continue with my P3D tour that I started also like 2 years ago. So if you guys are into GA and you just want to chill a little bit with me, we'll do it later today. I'm not sure what time. It's just going to be, something that's going to happen. So keep your eye on the channel and the notifications. And if you do not watch it, don't worry. We'll catch you with a Zippo flight again later or tomorrow, depending on what happens. So you guys go have a good rest of your Sunday, and thank you for joining. Bye-bye.